The year is 1274. It tastes of salt and iron on your tongue. You can feel the dread in the air. A Mongol fleet sits out at sea. They are massive shadows on the water. The wind carries their scent across the bay. Listen closely to these flames today. Subscribe to Pixel Campfire YouTube channel. We keep the stories of Tsushima alive here. The sun hangs low over Komoda Beach. The sky turns a heavy shade of gray. Clouds gather like angry spirits overhead. They do not want mercy for anyone. Only fire and destruction are on their mind. Mongol cavalry disembarks from the long ships. Steel boots hit the sand with force. The sound echoes like thunder in the valley. Samurai families stand at the water's edge. Lord Shimura leads the line of resistance. His nephew Jin stands by his side. They expect victory on this wide beach. But they forget the enemy is not weak. Crossbows fire with a hiss of death. Bows shoot black iron arrows through steel. Smoke fills the air in thick gray rolls. Shimmering heat waves dance off the ground. The scent of burning wood grows stronger. Arrows fly through the smoke above them. Samurai fall into the sand and water. Their armor cracks from the heavy impact. Jin Sakai is wounded deep within his chest. He falls through a cloud of thick smoke. His breathing becomes slow and ragged. Armor breaks like fragile glass in hands. Blood mixes with the salty waves below. The world spins in a dark blur. Pain is a cold knife in the ribs. Lord Shimura screams but cannot be saved. Captive taken by the superior weaponry of foe. Jin watches as his home burns to ash. Yuna walks through the wreckage silently. She sees the young man bleed on ground. Her eyes are calm amidst the chaos. She pulls him into a sheltered spot. The island has fallen to invaders, she says. He lies there with heavy weight of grief. His vision fades as the light dims. The silence between breaths is so loud. A scavenger finds life in a dying man. Yuna speaks words of the lost Tsushima. The wind picks up around them now. It carries the taste of ash and fear. He tries to lift his head slightly. His hands clutch at nothing in the air. Yuna tells him he is near death. Jin knows the end is very close. But something inside him fights to stay alive. A spark remains against the encroaching cold. The memories of his father play in mind. He remembers the ambush and the regret. Yuna speaks of the Khan and the Khanate. She informs him the war is lost here. Shimura has been taken into enemy hands. Jin listens with a broken heart inside. The sand shifts beneath his weight. His body feels so heavy on earth. Yet he hears her voice clearly cut through pain. Islands have fallen to the foreign invaders. There is no hope for this battle now. The smoke chokes the air around them. Jin looks at the sea and sees ships. He sees nothing but fire and steel. His family will be captured or killed soon. He closes his eyes to block the sight. Darkness threatens to swallow him completely away. Yuna holds him down against the ground firmly. She does not want him to fade yet. The light fades from his dark eyes. Breath becomes shallow and hard to find. But Yuna will not give up hope yet. Jin remembers the code of honor before him. He wonders if he was truly strong enough. The enemy uses weapons that break samurai spirit. His sword cannot stop the machines of war. They fight with fire, not just blade and shield. Yuna whispers words of a quiet strength. The pain is a river running through him. It washes away hope for a victory day. But he wakes up from brink of death. The smoke clears to reveal the gray sky again. He opens his eyes slowly and painfully. Yuna tells him not to fight this battle alone. There are 5 great families left standing. They must stand together against the Khanate. This is the only way they survive now. Jin listens to the voice of Yuna. She knows he cannot stay here forever. He must rise and find Lord Shimura again. But for now, the tide turns against them all. The island has fallen into enemy hands already. The silence returns to the beach slowly. Only the ocean waves break upon the sand now. Jin lies there in the ruins of war. Yuna holds him steady as he breathes hard. He will need help to survive this night. His horse was nowhere near his side now. He cannot ride back to the castle soon. The Mongols are too close for that now. They have already conquered Castle Shimura, and they are heading north on campaign. Jin knows he must learn new ways of war. Guerrilla tactics will be required from here out. Traditional samurai methods fail against this threat. He must become something else entirely tonight. A spirit that rises against the invaders. Yuna watches him with eyes full of sorrow. She saw how the Khan treats his people too. Mercy is not found among these men. Only survival matters to them on this day. The sky darkens as night begins to fall. Jin feels cold wind biting at his skin. He pulls a thin layer of armor over chest. It cannot stop arrows or swords from killing him. He must escape the beach before dawn hits. Yuna knows he needs to move fast now. They will make plans for what comes next. The Khan's stronghold waits in Castle Kaneda. Shimura is held there as a prisoner captive. Jin must rescue him from those cruel hands. It will be a difficult task indeed, but Jin Sakai has never known true fear yet. He has stood against giants before now. He remembers his father's teachings in life. Those lessons still echo loud in his mind. He is not ready to give up on honor. The fire flickers in the dying embers left behind. Smoke curls upwards towards the heavy gray clouds. Jin closes his eyes one more time briefly. He accepts this moment of darkness for now. But he will wake and fight when dawn breaks. Yuna tells him she will wait for return. She will not let him fade into ash quietly. Together they will face whatever is coming next. The war is far from over yet today. Tsushima still has warriors willing to stand tall. Jin knows the island is lost already, but he knows he can change that fate. He pulls himself up on trembling legs slowly. He stands beside Yuna against the dark wind. Together they walk away from the ruins behind. The moon rises above the gray and black sky. It reflects down on their bloodied forms below. Jin feels the weight of the island's loss. Yet he walks towards a different kind of light. A ghost will rise against the dark shadows now. The flames burn low on the dark screen. Welcome to the story of Tsushima today. We are here in the shadow of history. You feel the weight of this island air. Jin stands alone in a ruined hut. His chest still throbs from arrows deep inside. Yuna sits quietly across from him now. She holds a wooden cup with sake. The liquid smells of burnt grain and sorrow. Outside, Smoke fills the evening sky above them. It drifts up from Castle Kaneda walls far off. That is where Lord Shimura waits captive there. Jin knows the Khan rules the castle now. He needs to save him or die trying. But first, he must heal his broken spirit today. The war has ended for samurai ways. Traditional armor cannot stop crossbow bolts anymore. Yuna pours more sake into the dirt bowl. She speaks softly of guerrilla tactics and hiding. The silence between them feels heavy with grief. Jin watches the smoke curl above the roof tiles. It turns gray before it reaches the clouds. They know there are no more victory dances here. Only survival is enough to keep them breathing. Please subscribe to Pixel Campfire YouTube channel now. Listen closely to these ancient songs tonight. We keep the stories of Tsushima alive here. Stay with us for this journey ahead. Jin drinks the sake slowly and tastes the bitterness. It burns his throat but warms his chest cold. The wood around them is charred black already. He looks at Yuna across the table now. She does not speak much these past days. Her eyes are dark pools of deep water. They reflect the firelight flickering low and red. Jin feels a strange pull inside his heart. He thinks about Shimura and the code of honor. The Khan broke their families on the beach. No amount of bravery will stop the machines now. Yuna stands from her wooden seat in silence. She walks over to a pile of rags. There are practice dummies stacked nearby in grass. She grabs one with a heavy wooden staff. "Watch my form," she says without much breath. Jin looks at the target ahead of her. It is made of straw and dried wood chips. She strikes it once and moves back instantly. There is no sound of clashing metal blades today. She moves like water flowing over stone smooth. Jin stands up and takes his broken sword now. He tries to mimic Yuna's movements in space. He swings the blade without making a loud noise. His muscles ache from carrying a heavy load. The dummies fall down easily under his hands. But he stops before hitting any of them hard. "Too slow," she says with a quiet voice. Jin adjusts his stance and tries again slowly. He focuses on the sound of his own feet. They must be hidden from enemy ears always. The air grows cold in the ruined structure walls. Yuna lights a small candle near the fire pit. She watches him move through shadows inside there. "You are not your father," she says softly. Jin stops and looks at her with pain. He does not know how to answer these words. His father died trying to save others too, but he could not stop the raiders coming. Jin realizes survival is more important than glory now. He lowers his blade and stands very still there. The sword feels heavy in his hand today. It looks like a useless piece of metal only. Yuna nods and puts the staff down quietly. She knows he understands the lesson finally learned. He sees why traditional tactics failed on the beach. They need to use the land as weapon too. Smoke from Kaneda burns against the sky far. Jin looks at his hands stained red with blood. Is he still a samurai or something else? Yuna nods as if she sees the change in him. They walk towards the edge of the village now. The raiders are watching from the hills above. Tenzo waits for orders from Fune quietly nearby. But Jin knows they need to strike back soon. He will not wait for permission anymore. Please subscribe to Pixel Campfire YouTube channel. We share these fires every week. Stay with us until the light returns. The island needs a savior or no one else. Jin walks into the night alone now slowly. The weight of honor is gone from his shoulders completely. He is becoming something new and unknown. The wind carries the scent of ash and fear. Jin Sakai wakes up as a ghost tonight. Smoke drifts across the burning landscape now. Jin walks alone through the ash. The air tastes of burnt wood and salt water. He seeks the few who remain standing still. Tsushima falls into pieces of loss today. Please subscribe to Pixel Campfire YouTube channel now. We keep these stories alive for you tonight. The wind carries the scent of iron in your lungs. A sake shop stands on the edge of town now. Kenji sits inside with a bottle in hand. He watches Jin step through the broken doors slowly. "Shelter is hard to find right now," he says. The merchant offers warmth against the cold wind. Chaos surrounds the ruined village behind them still. Samurai flee in panic and fear from here. They leave their homes to live on fields of death. Kenji hides them in the cellar below ground. He trades sake for safety and silence tonight. Jin accepts the aid without words exchanged too much. He knows the Khan offers no mercy to men like them. "The bounty on me is a death sentence," Jin admits quietly. Jin moves towards the next location of hope now. The smell of soot fills his nostrils deeply. A blacksmith's forge glows in the distance ahead. Taka works inside with a rhythmic hammering sound. Sparks fly up into the gray sky above him. "Iron is not enough for what we need," Taka says. He bends the metal with unnatural skill and force. The tools must defy traditional smithing laws here. A grappling hook forms on his workbench slowly. It will let men scale Castle Kaneda walls high. Jin watches the blacksmith work with a quiet gaze. There is no glory in making these weapons, only survival. Taka's hands are rough but skilled in war now. He knows the Khan comes to kill them soon. Taka lifts the newly forged hook into the light. "It catches iron," he explains to his brother. Jin sees the shape of death inside the metal. The Khan will bring many ships and cavalry fast. They need tools that match their new enemy today. Taka nods at Jin's silent request for aid. He knows they must strike the Khan soon after. A female samurai stands outside Masako Adachi's village. She wears armor worn thin by time and battle scars. Her eyes hold a fire that refuses to die yet. She seeks Jin out across the burnt fields nearby. Shimura waits for rescue inside Castle Kaneda. She says clearly, "I will not let my clan fail in shame." Masako fights to protect Shimura's honor with all her might. The Mongols treat men like slaves and livestock cruelly. But these women stand tall as guardians against the enemy. Jin nods at her words and offers a nod back. They understand the burden of carrying their leader's name. Masako draws her blade from its scabbard slowly. She knows her family is broken by war now. "I will guard the rear of the group," she promises. Jin sees the weight of her loyalty in her face. The Mongols cannot break a woman's spirit like this. She walks away to prepare for the coming storm ahead. Jin watches her leave with a heavy heart inside him. He knows Shimura needs saving from enemy hands soon. They gather in the ruins of the village center. A small fire burns low near their feet there. The wind blows smoke into their faces again now. Jin looks at his new circle of resistance slowly. Each person brings a skill that matters for survival today. Kenji hides them from Khan's patrols nearby always. Taka builds tools that break the Mongol machines fast. Masako protects the remaining spirit of their family. There is hope found in these broken pieces now. Jin walks through the ashes with his new allies beside him. The island still has warriors willing to stand tall. Jin remembers his father's face in the smoke haze. He knows the Khan plans a final assault soon. The Mongols arrive on many ships and horses fast. They bring fire and death across the bay waters quickly. Jin tells his companions they must move tonight early. There is no time to rest or sleep for long yet. They leave the safe hiding spots behind them now. A new army begins to form in shadow and smoke. The ghost has found a home among the lost. He closes his eyes to feel the wind blow past him. Survival becomes their only code of honor left today. Jin steps back into the dark night again alone. The path leads north towards Castle Shimura's ruins. He hears the sound of distant drums from enemy camps. He must prepare for another difficult battle ahead tonight. His allies follow silently at his sides always. They are not samurai, but survivors in this new world. Jin walks without looking back at his old life now. He knows he must change the tide of war soon. The Khan waits for them on the horizon line still. Jin Sakai faces the enemy with a quiet gaze. The circle closes around him like an armor plating. There is no shame in what they have become. They are the shield against the rising tide now. Jin feels the weight of the island's loss settle heavy. He pulls himself up on trembling legs quietly. The wind bites at his scarred skin deeply. He moves forward into the unknown territory alone again. The story of Tsushima continues without him today. The wind howls across the dark stone walls. It carries the scent of ash and rain tonight. Thunder rumbles low in the valley above. This is a story of loss and survival. You feel the dread in the air now. A Mongol fleet sits out at sea. They are massive shadows on the water. The wind carries their scent across the bay. Listen closely to these flames today. Please subscribe to Pixel Campfire YouTube channel now. We keep the stories of Tsushima alive here. Join us for this journey into the dark. Stay with us for the light that returns. Rain lashes against Jin's skin in sheets. Cold water soaks through his armor layers. He grips a grappling hook tightly in hand. Iron hooks catch stone under heavy raindrops. A thunderclap strikes near the keep above. Lightning flashes and blinds him briefly. The sky turns gray with dark clouds. He swings on the rope high above. Stone ramps are slippery and dangerous below. Hands slide on wet rock surfaces there. Jin pulls himself up through the storm noise. Rain mixes with blood on his cheekbones. Below, he sees the enemy waiting in wait. Steel walls block the path ahead of him. Mongol machines block the traditional gate entry points. Crossbows load bolts and prepare to fire. He lands softly in a muddy courtyard spot. Smoke rises from burning timber nearby there. Fire threatens to burn the wooden keep down. Silence returns between moments of clashing steel. Jin moves without sound through the shadows. He sees a figure step into light now. It is Ryuzo, his friend and ally. The rain washes dirt from their faces. Ryuzo holds a blade with an empty look. "Take this as payment for hire," he says. Voice is low against the thunder sounds. Jin stops moving on wet stone steps. He looks at the face of the friend. Loyalty has shifted to the Khan's will. Bounty offers money, but no honor left now. Ryuzo offers a steel blade for hire. Take this weapon, the voice says coldly. Jin grips his own sword with white knuckles. Friend stands ready to strike him down fast. Straw, hatted Ronin block every door ahead. They rush forward into the heavy rain. Swords clash with sparks flying high up. Sound echoes off castle walls loudly today. Mud squelches under their boots in noise. Jin fends them off with practiced skill. Rain washes blood from his armor plates down. He feels the cold knife of betrayal inside him. The Khan steps forward through archway doors. Face is hidden behind dark hooded cloak. Bridge above spans the deep moat water. Mongol forces surround him in the rain now. Khan demands submission with heavy voice tone. Bow or you die, the voice commands harshly. Jin refuses to submit to foreign rule yet. He stands tall against his enemy's force there. Steel boots hit the stone with impact. The Khan moves on a higher bridge walkway. Rope is taut and sways in wind gusts. Khan grabs Jin's shoulder from behind tightly. World spins as gravity takes its toll. Dark waters rush up to meet his face there. He falls into the deep river below now. Impact breaks the armor plates on him hard. Breath is shallow underwater briefly then. Cold shock wakes him up quickly again. Jin surfaces and gasps for air deeply. Ryuzo watches from the top of bridge high. Friend offers a blade as higher still there. Jin stands in water with sword ready now. Mud covers his armor plates in gray-brown. Straw, hatted men attack from the rear side up. He fights through rain and mud again today. Internal weight is heavy on his chest. Honor code fades into survival instinct deep. Shimura waits within the inner keep walls safely there. Jin knows they must drive them out soon. Explosives wait to detonate if they fail again. Khan leaves through northern gate of castle now. Ryuzo follows behind with his army force. Jin stands in ruins of the outer courtyard. Storm rages on over the island still. Thunder rolls low like a distant voice. He looks up at the bridge above him. Water drips from his hair onto face. Cold bites into scarred skin deeply there. Ali turned against him with no warning given. Friendhood is a weapon they use to kill now. Jin sheathes his sword in silence quiet today. He walks out of the ruined keep alone soon. Islands have fallen to foreign invaders already. But Jin remains standing against the dark tide. Shimura is safe within castle walls now safely. Ghost rises against enemies without shame today. Wind carries the scent of ash and sea air. This battle is not over yet tonight. The wind screams across the broken landscape. It carries salt from the ocean. Jin walks through ash and ruin again. He knows survival is hard now. Please subscribe to Pixel Campfire YouTube channel. We keep the stories of Tsushima alive here. The storm has passed over Komoda Beach already, but the war is far from over. Jin seeks those who remain faithful to him. Starvation weighs heavy on their bones. Hunger gnaws at every corner of the island, yet families still stand in shadow lines. The Mongols think they have won everything. They do not know that spirits rise again. Jin walks north through the dark night. He carries a torch for hope only. Temple ruins stand near the northern coast. The The roof tiles hang like broken teeth. Norio sits cross, legged within the stone space. Incense smoke curls around his gray robes. He meditates on the path to peace. Silence is loud in that cold area. Jin enters without making a single sound. The monk does not look up immediately. His eyes remain closed against the storm. When he finally speaks, it is soft. War leaves pain within the earth, Norio says. Jin bows before the man in gray robes. He accepts their aid with a deep nod. The monks chant together inside the temple hall. Their voices sound like distant waves crashing. Jin knows this peace is temporary only, but it gives his spirit strength again. A sake shop stands on the edge of town now. Sake flows through the wooden courtyards tonight. Goro stands amidst the barrels and mats. He looks tired from months of fighting. Jin holds out a request for hope today. I need an army of true steel, Jin says. He speaks of the petition for aid. Goro listens while holding a cup low. He agrees to carry the plea northward. The shogun must see their struggle soon. Goro asks if he can be his heir. It is a bold gamble in war. Jin accepts the favor with steady hands. Loyalty binds them tighter than iron chains now. They leave the safe harbor behind quickly. The wind howls through broken wooden boards. A forge glows red in the distance nearby. The heat rises up like a wall. Yuriko stands inside where she works alone. Her face is marked by soot and time. Jin steps into the dim light slowly. Watch closely, she commands without raising her voice. She mixes powders within an earthen bowl. This is how they create poison tonight. He learns to blend herbs with care. The scent of burning camphor fills his nose. She teaches him to make the toxin work. It must taste like salt or water only. They hide these secrets from the Khan spies. Jin drinks sake as she pours it out. Her eyes are sharp as winter ice. The disgraced Yarikawa family arrives at dusk. They walk with heads bowed in shame. Jin does not mock their current state. He offers them a place within his group. Together they form a wall against the Mongols. The islanders whisper his name quietly now. The ghost, they say in hushed tones. A spirit rising against the gray invasions. His horse was lost to archers earlier. He walks on foot into the cold air. All eyes gather for the next big fight soon. Castle Shimura waits behind a high wall. The Mongols think victory is within reach. They do not know of Jin's return yet. The tide turns slowly in the night. Sake flows freely in courtyards nearby. Sorrow and blood oath seal their pacts. Jin feels lighter than he did before. He carries hope inside his chest now. The night grows colder against the skin. The year is 1274. A Mongol fleet sits out at sea. They are massive shadows on the water. The wind carries their scent across the bay. Listen closely to these flames today. This is a story of loss and survival. You feel the weight of this island air now. We keep the stories of Tsushima alive here. Please subscribe to Pixel Campfire YouTube channel now. Stay with us for the light that returns. The storm has passed over Komoda Beach already. Jin walks through ash and ruin again. He knows survival is hard now. He seeks those who remain faithful to him still. Starvation weighs heavy on their bones deeply. Hunger gnaws at every corner of the island today. Yet families still stand in shadow lines always. Temple ruins stand near the northern coast slowly. The roof tiles hang like broken teeth there. Norio sits cross-legged within the stone space softly. Incense smoke curls around his gray robes slowly. Jin enters without making a single sound now. The monk does not look up immediately yet. His eyes remain closed against the storm noise. When he finally speaks, it is soft tonight. War leaves pain within the earth deep down. Jin bows before the man in gray robes quietly. He accepts their aid with a deep nod there. The monks chant together inside the temple hall low. Their voices sound like distant waves crashing softly. A forge glows red in the distance nearby now. The heat rises up like a wall of fire. Yuriko stands inside where she works alone quietly. Her face is marked by soot and time now. Jin steps into the dim light slowly today. She teaches him to make the toxin work fast. It must taste like salt or water only there. They hide these secrets from the Khan's spies always. The disgraced Yarikawa family arrives at dusk quietly. They walk with heads bowed in shame today. Jin does not mock their current state of loss. He offers them a place within his group still. Together they form a wall against the Mongols hard. The wind howls through broken wooden boards above. Rain lashes against Jin's skin in sheets tonight. Cold water soaks through his armor layers deeply. He grips a grappling hook tightly in hand there. Iron hooks catch stone under heavy raindrops slowly. Lightning flashes and blinds him briefly today again. The world spins in a dark blur now. Pain is a cold knife in the ribs deep. Shimura waits within the inner keep walls safely there. Jin knows they must drive them out soon enough. Explosives wait to detonate if they fail again now. Khan leaves through northern gate of castle slowly. Ryuzo follows behind with his army force nearby. Jin stands in ruins of the outer courtyard alone. Storm rages on over the island still today. Thunder rolls low like a distant voice loudly. He looks up at the bridge above him quietly. Water drips from his hair onto face slowly. Ali turned against him with no warning given yet. Friendhood is a weapon they use to kill now. Jin sheathes his sword in silence quiet today. He walks out of the ruined keep alone soon. Islands have fallen to foreign invaders already quietly. But Jin remains standing against the dark tide still. Castle Kaneda walls rise like black teeth there. Smoke fills the evening sky above them slowly. That is where Lord Shimura waits captive inside. Jin knows the Khan rules the castle now today. He needs to save him or die trying fast. But first, he must heal his broken spirit now. The air is thick with rain and iron smell. They seek a fortress where Ryuzo hides quietly there. Taka stands between the Khan and the cage of straw hats. Steel boots hit the stone with impact loudly. Hands slide on wet rock surfaces there softly. Jin pulls himself up through the storm noise high. Rain mixes with blood on his cheekbones slowly. Below, he sees the enemy waiting in wait quietly. They are trapped behind iron gates now heavily. Mongol machines block the traditional gate entry points. Crossbows load bolts and prepare to fire quickly. He lands softly in a muddy courtyard spot there. Silence returns between moments of clashing steel loudly. Jin moves without sound through the shadows inside. He sees a figure step into light now slowly. It is Ryuzo, his friend and ally quietly. The rain washes dirt from their faces quickly now. Ryuzo holds a blade with an empty look there. "Take this as payment for hire," he says low. Voice is low against the thunder sounds loudly. Jin stops moving on wet stone steps there. He looks at the face of the friend slowly. Loyalty has shifted to the Khan's will today now. Bounty offers money but no honor left behind. Suddenly archers loose bolts into the night sky. Rain mixes with blood on his cheekbones now. They are surrounded by foreign cavalry fast today. The Khan steps out of a dark doorway slowly. His eyes glow like cold embers inside them there. Jin knows they are caught in a net now. Taka steps forward to protect his friend silently. He places himself between the Khan and the cage. The blacksmith's hands are steady as stone today. He does not look afraid for his life yet, but he knows there is no escape from here. The Khan smiles behind a hooded cloak tonight. "Kill him for your freedom," the Khan commands harshly. His voice echoes off the wet stone walls now. Taka grips a blade with shaking hands slowly. He looks at Jin, who lies trapped below them. The choice is impossible for any man truly there. Honor is gone amidst the smoke and fire now. The executioner's blade raised high in darkness softly. Light cuts through the gloom briefly now today. Jin watches from the shadows behind a stone pillar. He sees his friend hesitate before the order quietly. Steel gleams under the flickering torchlight above slowly. Time slows down for everyone watching closely there. Taka roars and charges into the enemy line loudly. Steel clashes with sparks flying high up into sky. The Khan deflects the blow with heavy steel shield. Iron strikes bone with a sickening sound inside. Blacksmith falls to his knees in the mud fast now. Taka attempts to attack the Khan before being killed. Blood pools around the fallen man's body slowly there. The Khan orders an executioner from behind quickly today. Blade swings down with weight of a hammer strike. Head separates from the body cleanly and loudly there. Corpses lie scattered across the courtyard floor now. Silence returns to the ruined keep outside quietly. Jin frees himself after they leave this place soon. Smoke fills his lungs with taste of ash today. He walks away, leaving broken bones behind him there. The Khan leaves to conquer Castle Shimura soon. Jin stands alone in the rain again tonight quietly. He feels the weight of his ally's life lost deeply. The Khan's ship sails north towards mainland soon now. Jin knows another fight awaits him ahead loudly, but he must walk through this valley alone now. The island still has warriors willing to stand tall today. His horse was shot by archers in the process quietly. He travels north and learns of their poison craft. Before gathering his allies, claiming a new horse quickly, Jin leaves a note for Shimura in his castle asking him to join now. Shimura leads the assembled army in an assault on Castle Shimura soon. The Mongols retreat into the inner keep walls quietly. Explosives detonate on the bridge leading to inner courtyard slowly, knowing that another frontal attack would only result in more losses there. Jin infiltrates the keep to sneak poison into the air rag quietly. However, he again misses the Khan, who has retreated north. Despite the castle being taken without losses suffering anymore, Shimura is furious with Jin for violating samurai code of honor today. Jin retorts by criticizing ineffectiveness of code against dishonorable Mongols loudly, knowing that Shogun will have Jin executed for treason quickly. Shimura urges him to use Yuna as a scapegoat silently. But Jin refuses and embraces his persona as the ghost there now. Shimura regretfully arrests Jin and burns the decree of adoption quietly. Jin's allies remain loyal to him and help him escape captivity slowly. His horse is fatally shot by archers in the process there now. The wind carries the scent of ash and fear silently today. The shogun's reinforcements arrive, and Shimura leads the assembled army in assault. He drives the Mongols into the inner keep walls quietly. As the Mongols retreat, they detonate explosives on the bridge leading to courtyard slowly. Jin travels north before gathering his allies, claiming a new horse quickly there. With the bulk of Mongol forces distracted, Jin infiltrates the port quietly. He kills the Khan on his flagship silently there. With Khotun Khan dead, the Mongol invasion loses momentum loudly now. The tide turns in favor of the samurai families quietly today. Jin and Shimura reluctantly duel each other inside a ruined hall slowly, with Jin emerging victorious from the fight silently now. He becomes the enemy of the shogun, but continues protecting Tsushima still. His father's death haunts him every time he draws his blade tonight. The poison causes Jin to frequently hallucinate visions of the eagle quietly. He is rescued by the raider Tenzo, who takes him quietly there. Jin works with the raiders to weaken the eagle's hold over island slowly. Realizing that Tenzo killed his father, Jin nearly kills Tenzo today. He proposes Ri, enacting the ambush that killed his father quietly there. Jin kills the eagle in a duel, turning the tide in favor quickly. The wind picks up around them now slowly tonight. It carries the taste of ash and fear loudly. Jin knows he must learn new ways of war quietly today. Guerrilla tactics will be required from here out soon there. Traditional samurai methods fail against this threat silently now. He must become something else entirely tonight slowly. A spirit that rises against the dark shadows now. The moon rises above the gray and black sky slowly there. It reflects down on their bloodied forms below quietly. Jin feels the weight of the island's loss settle heavy today. Yet he walks towards a different kind of light silently. A ghost will rise against the dark shadows now tonight. Please subscribe to Pixel Campfire YouTube channel now. We share these fires every week slowly there. Stay with us until the light returns soon there. The island needs a savior or no one else quietly today. Jin walks into the night alone now slowly. The weight of honor is gone from his shoulders completely quietly. He is becoming something new and unknown tonight. The wind carries the scent of ash and fear loudly. Jin Sakai wakes up as a ghost tonight silently there. The story of Tsushima continues without him today quietly now. Smoke from Kaneda burns against the sky far slowly. Jin looks at his hands stained red with blood deeply. Is he still a samurai or something else quietly? Yuna nods as if she sees the change in him slowly. They walk towards the edge of the village now there. The raiders are watching from the hills above quietly nearby. But Jin knows they need to strike back soon quickly now. He will not wait for permission anymore silently today. The flames burn low on the dark screen slowly tonight. Welcome to the story of Tsushima today silently here. We are here in the shadow of history quietly there. You feel the weight of this island air deeply. Jin stands alone in a ruined hut quietly now there. His chest still throbs from arrows deep inside slowly. Yuna sits quietly across from him now softly. She holds a wooden cup with sake quietly there. The liquid smells of burnt grain and sorrow loudly. Outside, smoke fills the evening sky above them slowly. It drifts up from Castle Kaneda walls far off silently. That is where Lord Shimura waits captive there quietly. Jin knows the Khan rules the castle now there. He needs to save him or die trying fast today. But first, he must heal his broken spirit today quickly. The war has ended for samurai ways quietly there. Traditional armor cannot stop crossbow bolts any more slowly. Yuna pours more sake into the dirt bowl softly there. They know there are no more victory dances here silently. Only survival is enough to keep them breathing now. Please subscribe to Pixel Campfire YouTube channel now there. Listen closely to these ancient songs tonight quietly. We keep the stories of Tsushima alive here slowly. Stay with us for this journey ahead soon today. The wind howls across stone ruins. It carries salt and ash in equal parts. Fire consumes what was once home. Steel glints in the dying light of sunset. A man walks through death without sound. He is Jin Sakai. His armor is stained red with blood of lost friends. The air smells of sulfur and burning timber. Smoke clings to his hair like gray fur. Every step creaks beneath the weight of loss. Silence surrounds him in the broken courtyard. Only embers hiss near his boots. He looks for a place to rest. There is nothing left to rest, just the ghosts of men who died. Their bodies are gone now, but their stories remain on stone. The Khan has departed with his guards. They leave behind only ruin and noise. Jin walks into the shadows alone. The sky turns a bruised shade of purple. Clouds hide the sun behind them. Please subscribe to Pixel Campfire YouTube channel. We keep the fires warm for you. The island needs your voice now. Jin stops by a pile of rubble. He does not kneel or bow down. His hands grip the cold metal tight. Iron remains in his pockets still. It burns like coal on skin. He looks up towards the sky above. Birds avoid this burning place entirely. Only crows circle above the wall. They cry out to warn him away. Jin ignores their warning calls. He must finish what started here. The Khan will return another day soon. The fire feeds his anger now. He turns back towards the outer gate. Steel clinks softly on the floor. A broken sword lies near the wood. It belongs to a fallen raider boy. His name was forgotten in ash. Jin picks up the broken piece. He feels the weight of history there. It is cold and dull now. No more honor can be found here. Only survival remains for men like him. Yuna waits at the edge of walls. She does not speak to the ghost. Her silence is loud enough for all. She holds a bundle in her hands. It contains medicine for wounds inside. It also holds hope against despair. Jin walks past her in the gate. His boots crush gravel into dust. Outside the wall stands a wounded horse. Its eye bleeds black ichor fast. Yuna stands beside the dying beast. She watches it run weak legs. Blood mixes with the salted grass. The animal whinnies in pain deeply. Yuna places a cloth over its wound. It stanches but will not heal fully. They have no cure for this wound. Jin feels the bond of friendship break. His own horse was shot too soon. He rides on foot now into night. His legs feel like heavy stone columns. The wind bites at his scarred face. A distant drum beats across the land. It signals an army is arriving soon. Samurai banners fill the valley view. Their armor shines with silver polish. They charge across the stone bridge high. Steel steps echo off rock walls below. The Mongols defend their inner courtyard there. Fire burns bright against the dark sky. Arrows fly with a sharp hiss sound. Jin stands by the burning keep walls. He watches his ally lead the charge. Shimura fights with a blade in hand. The Mongols retreat into the keep now. Explosives detonate on the bridge soon. A cloud of dust rises high up. Dust chokes the air above heads. Men fall into the deep moat water. Jin sees them die without fear. Their armor cannot stop the fire blast. He knows another attack is too costly. He must infiltrate the keep quietly now. Yuna stands watch over his wounded horse. She watches Jin leave with heavy heart. Her eyes reflect the dying embers glow. The army fights on outside gates. Shields clash with a deafening ring. Blood spills from armor plates quickly. The bridge groans under the weight of war. Steel breaks like dry twigs easily. Jin walks away from the battle scene. He does not want to fight more men, but he must protect his clan name still. The Khan retreats with surviving forces now. Jin will hunt him across all lands soon. This island will not give up peace. Yuna stands watch until dawn breaks. She tends to the horse's wounds now. She knows it cannot survive another day, but she keeps its spirit alive within. They share a quiet moment together. The moon shines above their heads. Shadows stretch long on broken ground. Jin walks into the dark silence. He feels the weight of his choices there. Honor is gone from his shoulders down. Only survival matters to him now. The island will survive through them still. The wind howls across the burnt landscape. It tastes of ash and old iron. Jin hears the sound of distant drums. He knows another fight awaits him ahead. His allies gather in shadow and smoke. They are not samurai but survivors. The ghost has found a new home here. He closes his eyes to feel the wind. Survival becomes their only code now. The night grows colder against skin. The story of Tsushima continues still. We keep these stories alive for you tonight. Stay with us until light returns soon. The wind screams across the broken landscape. It carries salt from the ocean. Jin walks through ash and ruin again. He knows survival is hard now. Please subscribe to Pixel Campfire YouTube channel. We keep the stories of Tsushima alive here. The storm has passed over Komoda Beach already. But the war is far from over. Jin seeks those who remain faithful to him. Starvation weighs heavy on their bones. Hunger gnaws at every corner of the island. Yet families still stand in shadow lines. The Mongols think they have won everything. They do not know that spirits rise again. Jin walks north through the dark night. He carries a torch for hope only. The wooden beams groan under immense strain now. Steel clinks softly on the floor above. Explosives detonate on the bridge soon. A cloud of dust rises high up. Dust chokes the air above heads instantly. Men fall into the deep moat water quickly. Their armor cannot stop the fire blast. Jin sees them die without fear today. Blood mixes with the salty waves below. Their helmets spark like dying stars in sky. The wood splinters into tiny gray shards. It fills the air like snow falling slowly. The heat rises up like a wall of fire. Jin feels the cold bite at scarred skin deeply. He watches the smoke rise from inner courtyard walls. It twists like black fingers against gray clouds above. Shimura leads the assembled army in assault. They drive the Mongols into inner keep walls quietly. Jin stands by the burning keep walls now. He watches his ally lead the charge forward. Shimura fights with a blade in hand today. The Mongols retreat into the keep soon. Jin knows another attack is too costly. He must infiltrate the keep quietly now. Silence returns between moments of clashing steel. Only wind and rain sounds loudly inside. Jin moves without sound through shadows inside. He hears the distant drum beats across land. It signals an army is arriving nearby fast. Samurai banners fill the valley view slowly. Their armor shines with silver polish. The Mongols defend their inner courtyard there. Fire burns bright against the dark sky now. Jin looks at Shimura standing on high platform. His lord's fury grows like a fire in chest. Lord Shimura screams but cannot be saved today. He is captured by superior weaponry of foe. Jin watches as his home burns to ash. The Khan retreats with surviving forces north soon. Jin leaves a note for Shimura in castle, asking him to join the effort now. Shimura leads the assembled army in assault quickly. But Jin remains standing against Dark Tide alone. His allies remain loyal to him always. They help him escape captivity slowly today. His horse is fatally shot by archers now. Jin travels north before gathering his allies fast. With bulk of Mongol forces distracted nearby, Jin infiltrates the port quietly. He kills Khan on flagship silently there. But this chapter focuses on Castle Shimura retreat. Jin infiltrates the keep to sneak poison now. He moves without sound through shadows inside. He sees a bowl filled with dark arag. It is meant for celebration tonight among men. They drink before sleep and death comes soon. Jin pours poison into liquid carefully hidden hand. His fingers tremble slightly, but he does not stop. The smell of bitter herbs fills his nose. Shimura's reinforcements arrive on stone steps slowly. Jin watches him lead the assembled army assault forward. But Jin must protect his clan name still. Shimura is furious with Jin for violating code today. Jin retorts by criticizing ineffectiveness against dishonorable foes loudly. Knowing Shogun will have Jin executed for treason soon, Shimura urges him to use Yuna as scapegoat silently. But Jin refuses and embraces persona of ghost there. Shimura regretfully arrests Jin and burns decree of adoption now. The Khan retreats with surviving forces north quickly. Jin walks away from battle scene quietly. He does not want to fight more men today. Only survival matters to him now always. The wind carries scent of ash and fear loudly. Jin feels weight of island loss settle heavy inside. Yet he walks towards different kind of light silently. A spirit that rises against dark shadows now. The bridge groans under the weight of war above. Jin infiltrates the keep to sneak poison into Arag now. However, he again misses Khan, who has retreated north, despite castle being taken without losses suffering anymore. Shimura is furious with Jin for violating samurai code today. Jin retorts by criticizing ineffectiveness against dishonorable Mongols loudly. The bridge collapses into abyss beneath their feet. Dust settles in lungs of those below slowly now. Samurai falling from height as dust settles there. Jin watches the smoke rise while Shimura's fury grows slowly. He knows another frontal attack would result in losses. He must learn new ways of war today. Guerrilla tactics will be required from here out. Traditional samurai methods fail against this threat silently. Jin stands alone in rain again tonight quietly. He feels weight of his ally life lost deeply inside. His horse was shot by archers in process nearby. He travels north and learns of their poison craft fast, before gathering his allies, claiming new horse quickly. The Khan leaves to conquer Castle Shimura soon there. Jin infiltrates the keep to sneak poison now today. He sees a figure step into light slowly. It is Ryuzo, his friend and ally quietly there. But he again misses the Khan who retreats north fast. The air is thick with rain and iron smell always. They seek a fortress where Ryuzo hides quietly there. Jin stops moving on wet stone steps silently today. He looks at face of friend slowly in light. Please subscribe to Pixel Campfire YouTube channel now. We share these fires every week slowly there. Stay with us until light returns soon today. The island needs savior or no one else today. Jin Sakai wakes up as a ghost tonight silently. The flames burn low on dark screen tonight quietly. Welcome to Story of Tsushima today, silently here. You feel weight of this island air deeply now. The wooden beams collapse into abyss below them fast. Samurai fall from height as dust settles in lungs slowly. It tastes of salt and iron on your tongue again. Jin sneaks poison into Mongols' Arag in silence there. Shimura leads the assembled army in assault on Castle Shimura. As Mongols retreat, they detonate explosives on bridge leading to inner courtyard. Massive casualties on advancing samurai who believed victory was in sight. Jin watches smoke rise while Shimura's fury grows slowly today. He knows the Khan rules castle now today quietly, but Jin refuses to submit to foreign rule yet silently. Steel clinks softly on floor inside keep walls above. A broken sword lies near wood still there below. His hands grip cold metal tight in dark light. Iron remains in his pockets still burning like coal on skin. He looks up towards sky above high walls now. Birds avoid this burning place entirely from valley view. Only crows circle above wall, crying out to warn him away. Jin ignores their warning calls today, always silently. The year is 1274. A Mongol fleet sits out at sea. They are massive shadows on water still there. The wind carries their scent across bay nearby quickly. Jin walks through ash and ruin again quietly now. He knows survival is hard now for them today. Yet families still stand in shadow lines always ready to fight. The shogun considers him a threat to island stability now. Status quo of obedience of people to leaders broken by war. Jin becomes enemy of shogun but continues protecting Tsushima still today. The year is 1274 and the war burns low tonight. It tastes of ash upon your tongue as you read here now. Jin stands alone in a ruined hall with blood on his face today. We are here in the shadow of history quietly near there deeply now. You feel the weight of this island air heavily tonight inside always. Listen closely to these flames that dance low on wood gently softly. The story continues without him tonight, but the fires burn bright always. Please subscribe to Pixel Campfire YouTube channel today, quietly here. We keep the stories of Tsushima alive here for you always now deeply. Stay with us until the light returns soon and safely there near us now. The moon hangs low over a silent room quietly near him tonight. Stone walls reflect no light inside this dark space, slowly deep now always. Jin wears armor stained red with blood there deep within his soul always. Lord Shimura sits on a wooden chair facing his nephew quietly now. His eyes hold sadness beyond any sorrow deep within his heart there always. The fire burns low within the hearth nearby softly, quietly near them today. This moment feels heavier than battle steel tonight for him slowly now always. The shogun has ordered Jin to death soon there quickly and cruelly always. Yet Jin stands firm against foreign rule silently right now today always inside. He does not bow his head in shame today quietly deeply inside now. Honor is gone amidst smoke and fire fast now there near him always. But Shimura still walks a path of duty slowly deep inside his heart now. Shimura looks at the scroll trembling in his hand slowly deep inside him now. Tears fall onto paper that speaks of adoption there fast quiet soon today. The ink is fresh but already turning black inside there slowly now always there. He knows the end has come for this family line quietly today near him. His fingers shake with grief and loss tonight deeply slowly now deep inside him. He does not know what he will do to honor his son there today always. But the decree must go so Jin may live soon quietly there near him today. The fire catches on the first corner of parchment there slowly now today always. Flames spread quickly across the delicate paper fast now there silently near him inside. Smoke curls up into the dark ceiling above them slowly now deep inside now always. The smell of burning wood fills the small room deep inside tonight quietly always. Jin watches the paper burn without a sound today quietly near him there always. His heart feels cold like ice against his ribs slowly deep inside now always. He sees the tears fall on his father's face in memory there slowly always now. He sees the life he once wanted to protect vanish there slowly quiet always. Shimura turns away and steps back into shadows now silently, quietly near him inside. Jin leaves no word spoken between them ever again slowly there deep now today. The silence stretches out across the empty floorboards slowly there today always deeply. He grabs a cloth from the table nearby quietly, softly now there inside always. With it he wipes the soot from his face down there slowly near him today. Then he writes words on another piece of paper carefully quickly today, always deep. Jin asks for Shimura to join him in battle, soon quietly there near him now. He knows the shogun views him as a traitor quietly inside near him always. But Jin fights for the people who have lost hope quietly, slowly now, always deeply. The note slides across the floor silently tonight, slowly near him today, always deep. It stops near the foot of Shimura's chair, quietly deep in there, softly always. Jin walks towards the main gate slowly there now, gently, softly inside always now. Night has fully covered the island in shadows above him quietly now, always deeply. He steps out into the cold air of evening there fast now quickly inside. Stars twinkle bright against a dark and heavy sky above him near them now. All eyes wait outside the walls quietly in shadow below him today, always deep. Tenzo stands among them with blade drawn ready quickly there, slowly deep now, always. They help him escape from captivity inside quietly, deep inside today, always deeply. But danger lurks on every wall surrounding their homes nearby there near him today. Archers watch from high towers above the keep slowly, silently, now deep inside always. An arrow flies through the dark air fast and loud there today near him always. It strikes the flank of Jin's horse quickly silent near there now, always deeply. The beast rears up in pain and drops down dead quietly there near him now. Blood sprays onto Jin's armor plates, red and bright inside, slowly now, always deeply. Jin falls to his knees upon the hard earth, slowly, quietly there, deep now, always. Pain shoots through his body like a knife deep inside his ribs there, slowly today. He stands back up despite the wound, bleeding fast, quietly today, near him always. The horse is gone, but he cannot stop fighting tonight, slowly there, always deeply. He mounts another beast if they can find one nearby, quickly now, always near. Ollies help him to his feet without mercy or pain, deeply there inside, always. Jin walks into the dark road towards Port Izumi, now there, softly, gently deep. The note remains near Shimura's chair on table, quietly, slowly today, always deep near. It is a promise of war and peace between men, deep inside now, always deeply. Jin Sakai leaves Tsushima behind with heavy heart inside there tonight, deep now, always. He becomes an enemy of the Shogun for life, soon now, today, always, always. But he will protect the island people from harm, always quietly near him now, deep. The wind howls outside, carrying ash and fear tonight, slowly, deeply near him always. The fire burns low tonight. We tell tales of the past here. This story is heavy with ash and rain. It speaks to honor lost in war. Jin stands alone on a stone wall. He wears armor stained red and gray. Please subscribe to Pixel Campfire YouTube channel. The island waits for us to return. Ink dries slowly on the parchment sheet. It sits on a cold stone windowsill. Lord Shimura looks at it from within. He knows the decree of adoption is gone. Fire burns low in the hearth nearby. Jin stands outside in the damp rain. Wind blows the curtains inside gently. He leaves the note behind carefully. The ink blackens before his eyes. It signifies a path ending now. He turns away without looking back again. His heart feels heavy in chest. Steel is silent in his hand grip. Horse stomps into mud with slow steps. Legs shake from exhaustion and pain. Jin pushes the animal forward still. A deep wound hurts inside hoof joint. Blood seeps onto the forest floor. He walks through tall trees and ferns. Shadows dance across the ground slowly. Rain falls on leaves and hammers down. Cold air bites at scarred skin deeply. Jin pulls his hood overhead tightly. Forest sounds like a breathing beast now. Birds do not sing in morning light. They scream warnings from high branches up. The road north is slippery with rain. He sees tracks of other horses nearby, but none of them lead to safety. The Mongols move fast across water. They know where the samurai hide now. Jin hears rumors from a scout ahead. Poison is crafted by enemy hands soon. Mongols mix herbs with milk for airag. It tastes bitter but kills slowly inside. Jin feels fear rise in stomach deep. His own poison was stolen by others. They learned to make it taste like water. Now they threaten the mainland of Japan directly. Jin must hurry to reach port ahead. Horse stops suddenly in wet grass there. Legs give way under heavy weight now. Jin jumps down onto dirt alone. He feels the cold bite into ribs. No more mounts are available for him today. Footsteps sound in mud behind bushes. Ollies wait near a safe house spot. They help him find another animal quickly. He rides through mist and gray clouds. The smoke of burning villages is gone, but the war has not ended yet. Mongol armies gather at riverbanks east. Bridges are built to cross over water. Jin knows they plan an assault soon. He must kill them before they leave. He seeks a new steed in fields. Scouts warn him of ambush near trees. Arrows fly past his face quickly now. The forest is filled with iron scent. Smoke rises from distant burning hillsides. Fire spreads across the dry grasslands fast. Jin moves without making a single sound. Stealth is his only weapon left today. He hides in bushes and waits for chance. The poison recipe leaks to enemy camps. Jin learns about their progress quietly now. He knows they intend to use it soon. An invasion of Japan awaits him next. The shogun has given orders to kill him. Jin travels alone into the north wind. He carries a sword and nothing else. His resolve hardens inside his soul now. Night falls on the island completely dark. Stars shine faintly above broken walls. Jin moves towards Port Izumi silently. He knows he cannot rest there today. Sleep is for those who are dead. He drinks cold water from streambed. It tastes of dirt and old iron. His hands are rough with blisters now. He thinks about his father's death once more. Why did he fail to save the man? The question haunts him every single step. Jin closes his eyes briefly for rest. He sees his father in dreams again. They walk through ash and smoke there. Jin wakes up and pushes forward fast. There is no time for sadness left now. Mongol spies watch from high treetops. They see the shadow move on ground, but the ghost passes them unseen still. Jin reaches a clearing near riverbank. Water flows cold against his legs. He washes blood off face slowly there. The moon reflects in dark water below. It looks like an eye watching him return. He prepares to assault final stronghold ahead. Port Izumi waits for the Khan's arrival. Jin plans to strike the flagship soon. His allies gather behind him silently now. They are ready to fight without mercy. But first he must kill Khan alone. The note is read by Shimura later. He will choose his path of war there. Listen closely to these flames tonight. We keep the stories of Tsushima alive here. The wind carries salt and ash across the bay now. Jin stands upon the deck of a long ship. Shadows ripple on the water below him. Smoke curls from the burning villages far behind. Mongol ships sink into the dark sea slowly. Fire consumes their wood like dry leaves. Jin watches them die with heavy heart inside. The tide has turned against the invaders completely. Blood stains the white fabric of his cloak. It is not a victory dance yet. It is a necessary end to the war. He looks towards the horizon where moonlight gleams cold and hard. There is no path back to the past anymore. Please subscribe to Pixel Campfire YouTube channel now. We share these fires every week slowly there. Stay with us until the light returns soon there. The island needs a savior or no one else quietly today. Jin grips his sword tightly against his side. Steel feels heavy against his palm. He thinks of his father's death once more. It haunts him every time he draws the blade tonight. He steps forward onto the mainmast area. Wind whips at his hair and face softly. The Khan waits in the shadows inside. Silence falls across the ship quietly near there. Jin does not show fear on his face today. The Khan stands tall above the deck silently. He wears armor of dark iron and steel. Jin closes his eyes for a brief second. Memory fills his mind with ash and rain. He remembers the fire that burned his home. That fire returns now with different purpose. Jin swings his blade with practiced skill alone. Steel clashes with heavy sound in night air loudly. The Khan falls into water of cold sea quickly. Life drains from him as he sinks deep below waves. Jin stands over the body now quietly. War ends here for foreign invaders slowly there. Shimura receives word from distant scouts outside walls. The shogun considers Jin a threat to island stability. He must act with quick hand and blade soon. Shimura holds his father's family name with pride still. Orders come down from faraway capital lands fast. Lord Shimura looks at the adoption decree burning now. Ink turns black inside fire before eyes there. He walks through corridors with heavy steps alone. Jin is lost to enemy of the state today, but the note lies near him on table there. Ali finds it while Jin walks north towards Izumi port soon. It speaks of his son who saved island quietly. Shimura waits at gate for return of nephew gently. Wind howls across broken landscape now loudly inside courtyard there. His hand clenches tight around sword hilt slowly. Blood rushes to heart with force like hammer today. He does not know what path lies ahead fast. Duty clashes with love for his bloodline quietly. Steel is cold against scarred skin deeply now. He feels the weight of history settle heavy inside him always. The shogun's decree sits on table beside tea bowl silently. Fire consumes paper before it can be read fully. He steps forward onto stone steps of keep walls. Jin stands opposite him under gray sky above slowly. Thunder rumbles low in valley nearby tonight, deep now. Rain lashes against skin in sheets softly there. Clouds hide sun behind them quickly near them always. The wind carries scent of ash and fear loudly inside air. Steel boots hit stone with impact quietly down below now. Sword draws from its scabbard slowly, silently there. Air is thick with rain and iron smell always today. Time slows for everyone watching closely in shadows near there. Jin refuses to submit to foreign rule yet quietly. His eyes hold a fire that refuses to die fast. He looks at Shimura's face without shame or pride loudly. Code of honor fades into survival instinct deep inside soul now. Shimura does not move from his stance alone slowly. They know another frontal attack would result in losses many there. Jin infiltrates keep to sneak poison into Erag quietly before now. However, he again misses Khan, who has retreated north silently fast. Jin travels north before gathering his allies, claiming new horse quickly there. He leaves a note for Shimura in castle, asking him to join now soon. Shimura leads assembled army in assault on Castle Shimura very fast. Mongols retreat into inner keep walls quietly inside court there. Explosives detonate on bridge leading to inner courtyard slowly nearby always. Massive casualties on advancing samurai who believed victory was near sight now. Jin watches smoke rise while Shimura's fury grows quietly today, always deeply. He knows Khan rules castle now today, quietly deep there still. Despite castle taken without losses suffering any more silently inside heart, Shimura is furious with Jin for violating samurai code today loudly fast. Jin retorts by criticizing ineffectiveness against dishonorable foes loudly near them always. Knowing Shogun will have Jin executed for treason soon quickly there now. Shimura urges him to use Yuna as scapegoat quietly, silently, always. But Jin refuses and embraces persona of ghost there inside soul. Shimura regretfully arrests Jin and burns decree of adoption slowly, quietly, always deep now. Ollies remain loyal to him and help escape captivity fast, gently, slowly. His horse is fatally shot by archers in process nearby, always there. He travels north and learns Mongols know how craft his poison quickly. They intend to use it soon on mainland Japan, fast, quiet, near them. Jin claims new horse while gathering allies silently for final fight now. With bulk of Mongol forces distracted, he infiltrates the port quietly, always deep. He kills Khan on flagship silently there before wind dies completely down slowly. Khan's death ends invasion momentum quickly inside valley there loudly always. Shimura informs Jin that Shogun considers him threat to order soon. They stand opposite each other under heavy sky today, always dark now. Duel begins with wind whipping through island trees softly, loudly nearby. Jin emerges victorious from fight silently, quietly near him, always deep in soul. He becomes enemy of Shogun but continues protecting Tsushima still today. His father's death haunts him every time he draws his blade tonight, always deep. Jin looks at the horizon where ships once burned slowly there now. The sea holds memory of blood and salt, quietly deep, always inside waves. Tenzo forgives Jin before parting ways quietly, silently nearby, fast now. Raiding days end with Eagle's body lying dead on deck floor softly near them. Jin walks away, leaving behind old life forever, slowly quiet today. He is not a samurai anymore fully, but survivor always ready to stand. Ghost rises against dark shadows of night, quietly there deep inside soul always. The story of Tsushima continues without him today, quietly now near us all. The sea roars like a beast in chains. Its breath chokes the air with salt and fear. This is Iki Island. Your heart sinks into your stomach now. A plague moves through the villages here. People stare at walls they cannot see. They speak to shadows that are not there. The sickness calls itself sacred medicine. It burns from the inside out slowly. Jin sits alone in the boat hull. Rain hammers against his head loudly. Dark clouds swallow the horizon above. Thunder splits the silence wide open. He grips the wooden railing tightly now. His knuckles turn white with strain there. Please subscribe to Pixel Campfire YouTube channel. We keep these fires burning for you. The wind carries a scent of rot today. It smells like grave soil and wet ash. The waves crash against the hull loudly. Water splashes over his armor plates red. He wipes it away with a grimace. His body trembles from cold and nausea. Poison lingers deep within his blood flow. The boat rocks on violent swells now. Thunder shakes the floorboards beneath him. He barely keeps himself upright inside there. Vision blurs in the gray mist today. Memories drift into his mind like smoke. Kazumasa stands beside him in the rain. The old man wears a broken blade still. Jin watches his father's eyes close softly. But he did not save him this time. He failed his family on that island long ago. Regret is a heavy stone in chest there. It drags him down into the deep sea now. Yuna warns him to stay awake quietly, but sleep calls him like a siren song. The storm tears at their small vessel hard. Wood splinters near the fire pit below slowly. Yet Jin survives this trial of fate today. He washes ashore on muddy Iki sands. Footsteps sink deep into the wet earth there. Smoke rises from ruined wooden buildings nearby. People run in panic across the beach fast. They beg for help with broken voices loud, but their medicine keeps them in a trance deep. Jin finds a village burned to cinders black. Silence hangs over the burnt fields quietly. Only birds scream in distant treetops high. He walks toward the northern cliff edge now. Fort Sakai waits like a jagged tooth above. It was once his father's stronghold before the war. Stone walls crumble under weight of time slowly. The rain drips from broken roof tiles down. Water runs in streams across stone floor fast. Jin enters without making a single sound there. A warrior monk stands guard by gate alone now. He is gone, fallen to sickness or death soon. No one answers the call for aid inside. Only whispers echo through empty hallways wide slowly. Jin moves deeper into shadowed corridors softly there. The smell of rot clings to walls darkly. He reaches a room with blood-soaked mats now. There he finds the leader of this raiding party fast. Anxar stands tall behind a shield of iron steel. Her face is painted white like a corpse mask deep. She holds a staff topped with strange skull bone there. "Come here," she commands with soft voice tone low. Jin steps forward, but his mind wavers weakly now. The poison takes hold again within his head quietly. His father's face appears in smoke haze nearby. Kazumasa looks younger than when Jin lost him far away. He asks Jin why he runs from his past today slowly. The hallucinations scream inside his skull loudly now. "Save me," Kazumasa whispers with dying breath deep. Jin tries to wake up, but fails against the drug force. His knees buckle under invisible weight heavy there. Anxar watches him fade in confusion slowly. She offers a bowl of dark liquid to drink quietly. It tastes like copper and bile mixing together fast. He drinks it all without hesitation once now. The visions intensify inside his mind quickly deep. Jin wakes up tied to wooden chair legs there. Rain continues to pour outside walls loudly today. Lightning flashes illuminate the cell walls briefly slowly. Kunbish stands near him with blade drawn ready. He is second in command of this warband force. "You must see what I can show you now," he says quietly. Images flash before Jin's eyes rapidly fast. His father pleads for help in dreams tonight still, but the dream turns into a nightmare fast there. Jin struggles, but ropes hold him tight firmly now. He cannot move his hands to draw a steel blade. A raider enters through open door frame slowly. It is Tenzo, one of local island raiders nearby always. He cuts Kunbish's rope with hidden knife sharp fast quietly. Jin falls into a heap of rain and mud soft. Tenzo pulls him up from floorboards rough there quickly. "I told you we should have left earlier," Jin says weakly. His voice sounds broken to his own ears deep slowly. Tenzo nods and looks at Jin with sad eyes there now. They move past Anxar's guards silently fast today. He takes Jin toward the leader Fune nearby soon. The path is dark and slippery with mud there. Tenzo speaks softly while walking beside him slowly. "You need strength to fight this poison alone quietly." He guides Jin into a tent near fire pit now. Embers glow red in rainwater darkness deep there. Jin looks at his hands stained gray by ash now. "They call it sacred medicine," Tenzo whispers lowly tonight. "It is designed to break the mind slowly always there." Jin closes his eyes to block out visions still. He tries to summon memory of Kazumasa's face deep inside. The storm outside rages with wind and thunder loud. But inside, he is safe for moment quiet now. Tenzo pauses in front of Jin quietly today. He looks at the raider leader standing there. Foon will hear your request soon enough, Tenzo says softly. They walk towards a small fire burning low slowly. Jin drinks water, but it tastes metallic still now. He cannot control the shaking in his hands fast. The hallucinations fade as rain washes mind clear eventually. Jin realizes where he has been wrong deep inside always. His father did not save others because of pride alone. Tenzo killed a man who sought to help him live quietly there. Tenzo speaks again as they leave the tent slowly. To Tenzo, the world is vast and terrible today. He looks at Jin with eyes full of sorrow deep now. Jin hears his father speak through rain sound waves. May your death benefit all beings. The phrase echoes loud. It is what Kazumasa said before being killed by raiders years ago there. Jin's heart stops beating in that moment slow. He looks at Tenzo with confusion and pain mixed deep inside slowly. Tenzo says it to a dying Mongol nearby quietly now. The same words were spoken when Jin lost his father fast. Jin stands up on shaky legs weakly there. He walks outside into rain again quickly now. Wind carries salt from the ocean loudly today. Lightning strikes near the tree line above slowly. Thunder shakes the ground beneath his boots hard. He sees the Mongol camp burning in distance far away tonight. Arrows fly through dark air with hiss sound loud. Jin moves without sound through wet grass soft deep there. He must find Fune to ask for help quietly. But first he must accept what happened quietly deep. The poison wears off as rain washes mind clean now. Jin sees the eagle flying overhead in storm clouds slowly. It looks like a spirit seeking revenge quietly there. He will not be her victim today quietly, always deeply. He draws his blade from sheath on his back fast. Steel gleams wet with rain and blood quickly today. Tenzo follows behind him into shadows dark lowly there. Together they move towards Fune's hut quietly now. The path is dangerous, but Jin walks through it bravely today. Jin knows he must face the truth eventually soon deep there always. His father's death was not his fault alone quietly now deep inside. He accepts the past with heavy heart in chest slowly always today. He stops fighting ghosts that do not haunt him anymore silently. The wind howls across the burnt landscape loudly now. It tastes of ash and old iron deeply there always. Jin hears sound of distant drums nearby quietly soon deep inside. He knows another fight awaits him ahead slowly today, always deep. His allies gather in shadow and smoke nearby quickly now always. They are not samurai but survivors here quietly deep inside always. The ghost has found a new home here quietly tonight deep now. He closes his eyes to feel wind blow past him loudly now deeply. Survival becomes their only code of honor left today slowly there. Jin steps back into dark night again alone silently there deep inside. The story of Tsushima continues without him today quietly always near us all.